So, this is breaking news that just arrived like literally a couple hours before we started recording. So, if we're off on some of the details here, I apologize, but we're also pulling this directly from their website, so we shouldn't say anything that's too off. Skiff is joining Notion. Quoting the webpage, we're extremely excited to accelerate this mission by joining forces with Notion's world-class team, and we are pursuing big plans for making all of our online lives freer and more empowered. As we begin to shift focus to our shared efforts with Notion, we will be closing down Skiff's product suite after a 6-month sunset period. For the next 6 months, Skiff services will continue to operate without disruption, and users can freely duplicate, migrate, or export data. You can also now set up a forwarding address to redirect mail to any other provider. All user data remains end-to-end encrypted, and Skiff products will never monetize your data. Accounts and data on Skiff will not be converted into Notion accounts. And for the record, all Skiff products, email, calendar, drive, all of it. I will give them credit for that last bit about like, hey, we're not taking your data with us. We're not going to sell it. We're not going to roll it into a Notion account. Like, we would like you to follow us over there, but also we're not going to force you. I will give them credit for that. But yeah, Skiff's going away. We still have Proton. We still have Tuda. I would like to continue to see more competition in that space.
They pushed really hard to get listed on the Tekla resources, which we never did. And specifically, the cited reason, well, one of several cited reasons. One, a lot of what they supplied was not open source. The email was open source, but much of the rest of what they did was not. They never published their audits, despite saying they were audited. To this day, I don't think they ever published those. But really the main thing, and I'm going to read, so this is from the Tekla forum from June of 2023, which is over 6 months ago. This is what I said. They're fairly new, so nothing inherently wrong here. I'm just personally waiting to see more time under them and their products to develop. Tekla is for the masses, and it generally takes me time to feel ready recommending a new service that mom, dad, sister, friend will be able to use for the next 5+ years without yelling at me for the service shutting down, period. And that's kind of the scope, and I want to highlight this. I don't want to come across as somebody who like knows better than everybody, but like having been doing this now for about 10 years, like the amount of services that have come up and just disappeared is kind of crazy. And this is something I talk about a lot, which is I'm very skeptical when there's new services that hit the scene because I've seen so many of them fall down and never recover. And so when we talk about things like Florp browser, and we're like, yeah, we're not going to be recommending Florp browser anytime soon because it's brand new from a random organization that has no history. People are like, what do you mean? It's great. And it's like, maybe it's great. We're not saying not to use it. We're just not going to recommend it until it's been around for a while because it could disappear in 6 months. So just something to think about.